Up on the final race of the day, and the final racing action of this whole TT festival will be race 3 for 600cc machines. Quickest in practice here is number 1 Ian Locker on his Kawasaki at 103.896 miles an hour, followed by number 20 Andy Fenton 100.227, then number 11 Paul Smythe 99.596, number 31 Carl Roberts 99.015, and number 21 Mark Goodings at 98.498 miles per hour. And the quickest of the machines currently out on the track, and you can hear them in the background, is that of number 33 Gary Graves at 95.774. And nice to see Gary competing here, a newcomer to this meeting, but also of course a newcomer at the TT this year. Ian Locker then is in pole position. So machine number 1, Ian Locker, on the Ian Locker Racing Kawasaki. Alongside him is number 20, that's Andy Fenton. And Andy Fenton is on a Noel Motorsport Yamaha. Completing the front row of the grid is number 11, Paul Smythe, and he is on a Yamaha R6. Second row of the grid, we've got number 31, Carl Roberts, on a 600 Suzuki. Alongside him is number 21, Mark Goodings, on a Kawasaki, and number 72, Adam Jones, also on a Kawasaki. We'll pop back to cross four ways just to take the bikes through with Roy.
Yes, we got just numbers going through, but all the runners, all on the distinctive yellow plates, which we should have been watching yesterday, but 15, 72, 87, well, that's the machine that was ridden by Bud Jackson in the TT to 2 Supersport finishes. 35, a newcomer to the circuit, the last to go through there, number 35. That's one of the additions to the list. James Nelson, 87, Colin Stevenson. But a good grid, I must admit, and look out for Paul Smythe as well. He is a winner down here at Billow in the Southern 100, so he could go well. Dave Madsen Migdal, Ian Locker, I would suspect or expect to be favourite. Andy Fenton up there amongst it as well, but all will be revealed over the next 6 laps. Glenn Harrison, well, his brother Nathan will be watching his progress as well. That's Dean Harrison's young fella. Dean Harrison, not the Dean Harrison who did so well in TT week. This is Dean Harrison, the TT travelling marshal. But Charlie, they shouldn't be too far away from you now for the start of this Manx Telecom sponsored post-TT road race, race number 3, the 600s. Back to you, Charlie.
Yes, not quite coming into view now, so that gives me a chance to give you row 3 of the grid, which consists of number 15, Ross Johnson, Yamaha, number 76, Billy Smith, Suzuki, and number 33, Gary Graves, Yamaha. Row 4 has got number 65, Glenn Harrison, Suzuki, 87, Colin Stevenson, Suzuki, and 36, David Jukes, Yamaha. Row 5 is number 99, Peter Creer, Honda. Number 98, newcomer Mark Coggan, Suzuki, as the riders arrive here on the grid. Number 85, Dave Clark, Yamaha. And row 6 with just one rider, that's number 35, James Neeson, newcomer on a Yamaha. So we're just about ready to go then with the final race of this meeting at Billow and the final race of this wonderful TT festival. I think we just have to move on from the disappointment of the cancellation of the senior and reflect on all the good things that have happened over this week with some cracking racing as well, and that includes today's action down here at Billow. So as I look out from the best commentary position in the world, so close to the riders, I could literally touch them if I opened the window as they went by, which would not be a very sensible thing to do, but it is that close, and that's what makes it so dramatic. And there is the number 1 machine of Ian Locker. Is this going to be another victory for Ian as they watch the lights? When the lights go out, they will accelerate away. It's a good start this time by Locker. A good start by Locker, and a good start as well by Paul Smythe, also on the front row of the grid on the Yamaha, leaving Andy Fenton in the middle somewhat, but all riders have safely cleared the grid, and away we go on the first of the 6 laps then of this race in the Manx Telecom post-TT races. Commentary is brought to you, as they have been throughout the TT fortnight, by Royal London 360, and of course a reminder that throughout the rest of the summer and through the deep midwinter you can relive all the highlights of the TT from this year and many others by logging on to www.manxradiott365.com. One of the great innovations by Manx Radio in terms of covering the TT, which means that you can catch up with everything from the archives and keep well and truly tuned in when the TT is not actually taking place. Something which is taking place, which I can just quickly mention, is at the Ton Fanny racing circuit on the 1st of July, where there's a festival called Sounds of the 60s and 70s, a parade of racing exotica, including the likes of Charlie Williams, Tommy Robb and Stan Woods, along with the JPS Nortons. So if you can get down there to support that, we got tipped off about that by Gary Gardner, who's the course commentator at all the top tracks in the north of England, so he'll be in action there as well. That's the Ton Fanny circuit down on the A493 in North Wales. Over to you, Roy Moore.
Yes, well, we can hear them, and certainly distinctive high-end rates from the engine, and there's two close together here at Cross Four Ways, lap number 1, and it's Paul Smythe and Ian Locker, but Ian Locker goes up the inside and takes the lead. There's number 20 through. Andy Fenton, third. All numbers going through now. 65 is through there. 1, 2, 3, there's number 87, Stephen Thompson, but 1, 2, 3, 4 together, 90, 36, 99, and the last of those, number 85 through, but it's number 11 who led here at Cross Four Ways, but taken over by Ian Locker, 11 and 1 up the inside there, so that could be resolved at the end of this first lap. In third place, number 20, Andy Fenton. In fourth place, number 72, Adam Jones. In fifth place, number 31, Carl Roberts. In sixth place, number 21, that's Mark Goodings, and competing our leaderboard there, number 15, Ross Johnson. But a good race at the front between Smythe and Locker. Who is it with you, Charlie?
Well, we'll soon find out, because they're coming down the bypass now. It's Locker and it's Smythe, not a lot between them. Here's third place, number 20, Andy Fenton, then 31, 72 and 21 in close order. Then we have 15, 76 and 33. Another machine now is 65, but it's all pretty tight at the top of the leaderboard. It's Ian Locker, number 1, who leads from number 11, Paul Smythe. There's 87, Colin Stevens goes through. Locker with a lead of just over 1 second from Paul Smythe. In third place is number 20, Andy Fenton. He's 2 seconds down on Paul Smythe. And in fourth place, number 31, Carl Roberts, who's a further 2 seconds down on Andy Fenton. But some close racing as well just behind that, with 72 Adam Jones and 21 Mark Goodings, with only a fraction of a second dividing those two. That's one of the travelling marshals going through. We have 1 lap completed of the 6 laps of the 600cc race here at the post-TT event at Billow, and Ian Locker with that opening lap in 2 minutes 36.442, pulling out that lead of just over 1 second over number 11 Paul Smythe, with Andy Fenton, number 20, in third place. So in fourth it's Carl Roberts, fifth place is 72 Adam Jones, sixth is number 21 Mark Goodings, seventh is number 15 Ross Johnson, eighth is number 76 Billy Smith, ninth is number 33 Gary Graves, 10th is number 65 Glenn Harrison, in 11th is number 87 Colin Stevens. And back to you, Roy.
Yes, distinctive sound, and he's pulling away now. It's Ian Locker here at Cross Four Ways now, number 1. Seeming more at home on that 600. Paul Smythe still second, and number 20 there, Andy Fenton, right behind him with 31 into the corner now, Carl Roberts, and number 21 and 72, 21 being Garth Goodings and 72 Adam Jones. So that's your top going through there. There's number 65 with us here now, that's Glenn Harrison. So he was holding on to 11th position at the end of lap 1, but he probably will be maintaining that. But it's no doubting the race leader. It's number 1 Ian Locker. Number 87 is here with us now. That's Colin Stevenson down through the box and round. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 98, 35, 36 and 99, the last of those, Peter Creer. But the race leader with you, Charlie.
Yes, he will be any moment now, because we've seen him flash across the railway bridge. So into the right-hander at Castletown corner, and here's Locker. And clearly stretching that lead, because the second place man has just come into view now, and it's very tight as well as they cross the line. Smythe and Fenton together. Fenton's right on the case of Smythe now, 31 and 21. So Paul Smythe, I think, has clearly had some kind of a problem. That's 72 and more riders now, 15, 76 and 33. Ian Locker with a lead now of just over 6 seconds. So scorching lap there by Ian, and it's 103.236 miles an hour by Ian Locker, and that means he has a lead of 6.3 seconds over number 11 Paul Smythe. In third place, number 20 Andy Fenton, who's just 0.2 of a second down on Paul Smythe. So clearly some sort of a problem there for the man who is in second place. He's got Andy Fenton now to worry about, swarming all over him from behind. In fourth place, number 31 is Carl Roberts, 4 seconds down on Andy Fenton. That's number 99 passing us, and also number 85 Peter Creer and Dave Clark. Fifth place is number 21 Mark Goodings, very tight between Mark Goodings and Carl Roberts, who's in fourth place. In sixth place is number 72 Adam Jones. Seventh is number 15 Ross Johnson. Eighth is number 76 Billy Smith. In ninth is 33 Gary Graves. 10th is 65 Glenn Harrison. 11th is 87 Colin Stevens. 12th is number 98 Mark Coggan. He's moved up one place from last time around. 13th is number 35 James Neetham. 14th is number 36 David Jukes. And back to Cross Four Ways.
Yes, well, we can't as yet see them, but here it is. Number 1 Ian Locker, lap number 3, Cross Four Ways. No problems whatsoever, and he's stretching it out. And who is going to be second? Well, number 20 Andy Fenton has got ahead of Paul Smythe there. Back end shaking, and 31 and 21 in. 21 Mark Goodings, and 31 ahead of him Carl Roberts. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 72 there going through. That's Adam Jones. And 33 there, 33 the last of those to go through, but number 15 was in amongst it as well, holding on to that 6th place. 7th place for number 15. Number 12 was just looking down on 72 it was. We did report that through. Adam Jones in there amongst it, but no doubting the race leader. It's number 1 Ian Locker here across Four Ways. From now, a new second place in number 20 Andy Fenton, with Paul Smythe third. Back to you, Charlie.